So, so I want to return back to Wittgenstein's builders language game. So if I've understood you correctly, the reason why these four words, which seem to, at least right on the face of these, seem to function as imperatives, you're suggesting that that's really incoherent? Is that...
I'm saying that there's more to being an imperative than just being a call. Wittgenstein's word is ruf. He never says this is a speech act, it's a ruf. Than just being a vocal utterance that's appropriately responded to by doing one kind of thing rather than another, by, say, bringing a slab rather than bringing a pillar. That's not enough to be an imperative. That's a necessary condition, but not a sufficient condition. Imperatives play that pragmatic role, but they do it in a special way. They say they specify what the difference is between responding to it appropriately and inappropriately by saying what it is, by describing what it is you are to do, to make true. And my point is, that only makes sense. You only have genuine imperatives if you can say that this is a slab, that's a pillar. You need the declarative, you need the claim in the language in order to make sense of that difference between imperatives and mere calls that are appropriately responded to one way rather than another. Now, Wittgenstein doesn't insist these are imperatives. The point of the story he's making does not turn on this. I'm just picking that sort of familiar example to say, to call this a language game is blurring an important line. It's vocal, but it's not verbal yet. And it's not verbal because it's not a full enough game for some of the moves in it to have the practical significance of making claims. That is, of doing things that can serve as and stand in need of reasons. I mean, that's my story about what it would take to do that. For Wittgenstein's purposes, mostly that difference doesn't make a difference. He wants to show that even these pre-linguistic games that he's got have features that, when we see them in full-blooded discursive games, we're sort of puzzled about. How could that be? Nothing is hidden from us in these pre-discursive games.